back. So now we've kind of mapped the domain into our application. Now let's try and use it. We're going to just add a joke right here on our welcome page. And we're going to do that by first of all creating the real joke that we want to show, right? And you just made the joke TypeScript file right here, or I did at least. And I now want to present it right here instead of this. Here's the joke. So to do that, I need to kind of understand the binding between the HTML page of the home HTML page and the home TypeScript file. Now the TypeScript file, he takes care of the logic. He takes care of getting data, or at least he knows where to get the data. He takes care of kind of when you click something, I will do something. He's the guy who knows. He's the guy who knows what to do, right? Where the home HTML page is the structure on how we want to present the things we have. Like in our case, how do we present the joke, right? And then we have the CSS or the SCSS. And that's actually how we want to make it pretty. So we can make it shine, we can make it blinky McBlink, right? So that's kind of the rules and the responsibilities of these three files. So we need to start out by actually making a real joke property inside this class. And notice it's pretty much just the same thing that we did here, making properties. We're going to inside the home TS file here. That's just a component. We're going to make a property here of the type joke that's going to be called joke. So lowercase joke, that's the name of the property. Just so we have a lowercase ID here, the name of the property. And then we have the string for the type here. But in the home TS file, the type is actually the joke that we created up there. So I'll do an Alt Enter to kind of just do the import here. And then I'll have a joke available right here. Now notice the import says I'm going to import a class called joke. A class called joke. So if I go into the joke TS file here, I have a class called joke. Right? Now it also says that I'm going to import that from a file that's under the folder 2 levels out. So inside here, 2 levels out. Under there I have a models folder, 1 level in, the models folder, and there I should have a joke TS file. Notice this is a lowercase j because that's a lowercase j right here, and that's actually the file name, not the class name, but the file name. So you have to learn that logic inside when you're building TypeScript and Ionic application like we're doing right here. So now we've kind of specified that we're going to have a joke property, and that's going to be of the type joke, right? So now we just need to kind of initialize it, and we do that by saying joke is equal, and then we're going to do a curly bracket like this, curly bracket start end. Now the reason it can't find the joke, notice this joke right here is right here. So why can't you find it? Because I need to say this to explain inside this class called homepage. I'm going to look for a property called joke. That's how you do that. Now it explains to me also a joke property, a joke needs a property called ID. That's why you cannot call yourself just an empty JavaScript object like this. So we need to start out by adding an ID, and we're just going to add the ID of XYZ. It can be anything, but we're just going to fake an ID right here, XYZ. We're going to add a setup, and that should be something like, again, a horse walks into a bar. Like this, we have a setup, and then the last thing it wants to call itself a joke is we need to also have a punchline, right? Let me just zoom out a bit. You need a punchline, and the punchline is going to be the bartender says, "Why the long face?" Now you can see this is starting to be hard to read, so what you should do is kind of new line each of these guys and just map them below this. It's a lot easier to now read the actual object right here. There we go. Now we've kind of made our first real JavaScript object that we can now present in the next lesson inside our home page. See you next time.